slicer is general formatting options. So we discussed about the slicer, purpose we discussed, field levels we discussed, and the formatting options we discussed visual formatting options. Next one we need to talk about what? General. I already said that general formatting options are common for all the visuals. Common for all the visuals. It is common for all the visuals. So I will go and explain this general formatting options in the pie chart. Anywhere I can explain. When I go with slicer, when I go to format general formatting options, you are seeing right. When I go with card, you will see same options. You'll see even when I take one pie chart, you will be seeing same options. Or even when you take column chart, when I go to format general, we'll find what? Same. Let's go to column chart and try to understand. I'm going to where? Column chart. I'll try to understand here. Uh, or else let's take the pie chart to make it simple. Go and drag in the pie chart what category? Go and drag what? Sales. First, let me stop the legend and change the label style. To stop the legend, go to format. There is something called what? Legend. Go to detail label, change category, comma, data value. Okay, now the requirement is I want to make you understand what? General formatting options. First general formatting option you have is what? Properties, guys. What is the purpose of this properties is? Let me explain, guys. Copy these visuals to explain the properties. Paste it. Let's keep it somewhere here. Now, first I want to discuss something called properties. In the properties, if you go and understand, first one you have is in the general properties, first one you have is size. Which one? How this size will help us is, generally we rarely used it, but try to understand. How this size will help us is, now each card visual have a different size or not? Yes. Is it looking good now? No. How can you make all this a proper size is? Go and select first card visual, go to size. In the size you have what? Height and width. You can, this is height and this is width. You can go and change height and width, guys, here. So 111 visual you can separately change it, or else going and changing each visual will take time. I can select what? All three visuals, and I'm going to give the height as 100. What is the height you given? 100. I'm going to give you the width as 150. Now is all the three visuals got same size? I can even reduce the height to 90. Now it got reduced. In one go, you got height and width. For some reasons, if you want to set some height and width, where you can set it? Properties, size. Okay, you understand height and width. There is something called what? Log aspect ratio. What is this log aspect ratio is? Take an example, you have a pie chart here. In the pie chart, you have region wise sales. Now when I go to the format, when I go to the general, when I go to size, what is the height and width you have? Height is what? 280. Width is also what? 280. There are some times we need to increase the visual size proportionately. Height and width same. If I increase width by 20, even height also I need to increase by what? 20. Let's say if you make this 300, you need to make this one also what? 300. I want to increase proportionately. To increase proportionately, the best way is you need to select one of the corner. What you need to select? Corner, and try to drag it. When I try to drag it, does it increase proportionately? No, no. 292, 306. It is not increasing proportionately. For some reasons, you want to increase the visual size proportionately. First, you need to go to log aspect ratio and you need to on. When you on this, what is the advantage you'll get is you can select now one of the corner and you can try to increase the size. You can try to increase the size. Are you getting same size? Yes. For some reasons, you want to increase height and width proportionately. You need to on what? Log aspect ratio. Generally, we don't use this. Have an idea. That is about the size, guys. Once after the size, next one you have is what? Position. Let me talk about the position. Now, if you see these three card visuals, they are not starting exactly in the same place. Are they have better look now? No. This is x-axis. Which axis? X-axis. I want to align all the visuals in the same x-axis. Same place. How can you align that is? Select the three visuals. Go to where? Formatting. General. And there is something properties. I already explained about what? Size. Next one. Position. You have what? Horizontal and vertical. So go to horizontal. This is horizontal, guys. In horizontal, I want to start everything at same place. Let's give horizontal as 10. What? 10. Whether they started at the same place now? Yes. So like that, these options will help you to do formatting. Let's take an example. Now, uh, this slicer is there in the middle. This card visual is there in the top. This one is even more top. This is like this. I want to align these three visuals exactly same in the vertical. In where? Vertical. These three visuals you are planning to start exactly in the same line here. What you can do? Select all the visuals. Select all the visuals. Go to where? Unfortunately, when the visuals are different, you don't see what? Formatting. You don't see format. When you will see formatting options is if visuals are same. Now go and select this visuals. Why it is not showing? Go to where? Properties, and there is something called what? Position, vertical. Let's make it 10. Whether they align in same place. Now you can select this one also. You need to select vertical as what? 10. Whether they got aligned exactly same. Like this, one way you can go and pass the number here. Second way, you can even select this visual and start moving with the mouse. When you start moving with the mouse, you got what? Dotted line. That dotted line will states what? They got aligned. They got aligned. So why we need to align them is for formatting. See, so end goal is when you generate any report, the look and feel will be good. To get the better look and feel, we might use what? Size. We might use what? Position. So position in horizontal where you need to align them. This is horizontal and this is vertical. Vertical where you need to align them, you can give it. I hope you got some idea about what? Position also. Next one is padding. Next one is what? Padding. Padding is nothing here. So let's say I want to add some extra space on the top. Now in the left hand side, there is some 5 pixel space. In the right hand side, 5. In the bottom side also you have some space. But in the top side, this title got aligned to the top. I want to add some 5 here. When I add some 5, you got some space or not here? If you want to add any space in the visual, any visual, you take this. Now every side you have what? 5. If you want to remove the spaces anywhere, you can delete it. If you want to increase the spaces, you can increase it. Next one, advanced options. So this is too early to explain about this responsive and maintain layer order. In the coming classes, I'll talk about them. Ignore it for now. This is too early to discuss them. I'll discuss. So this is about what? Properties. You got some idea. Next one is what? Title. So every visual will have some title. If you want to format this title, where you need to go? Title. Let's say title is now in the left hand side. I want to align it to what? Center. Go to title. Let's say you don't want the title. Now are you having the title there? Now if you want to get the title, you can get it. I don't like this title. I want to change it. Where you can change? Text. Go and select this. I'll write category by sales or else category by sales. What I'm writing? Category by sales. Now I want to bring this title. What is the font style? How much size you want? Do you want to bold it? What color you want? And do you want to align it to the center? Do you want any background? This kind of formatting we can do, guys. There is something called what? Text to wrap. Text to wrap means when you there are some times where you will have a bigger title. What you will have? Bigger title. When you have bigger title, how many lines it is writing? 2 lines. I don't like to write in 2 lines. I want to see in single line only. What I can do is text to wrap off. When I write text to wrap off, how many lines you are getting? Only single line. If you have even more text, it will not show all the text. If you even have more text here, is it showing complete text here? No, it is showing only till here, and it is showing with what? Dotted. So if you want to see complete text, what you need to do? Go to format, go to general, title, text wrap on. Now it is showing in how many lines? Multiple lines. That is about the text wrap. So we understand whenever we need to format what? This particular title, we can go to this title and you can format it. Just end. Okay. In the title again you have what? If you want to add one more subtitle here, you can add it. In the subtitle, you got some text. If you want the text in the center, you can get it. Uh, so after the subtitle, you can have what? Divider. If you want to add a divider between header and visual area, we can add what? Divider. If you want a different color for the divider, we can choose some different color here. And then you have what? Spacing. If you want to add some space between them, title and this line and title, if you want to add space, you can go and do it. Simple formatting options, guys. Try to explore. We don't want to dig into in detail. I'm trying to give at a high level. Okay, you got some idea? Now there is something called what? Reset to default. When I click on reset to default, it will take every setting to what? Initial, initial, and it is taking every setting to initial. Now, next one you have is what? Effects. When I go to the effects, three options are there: background, visual border, shadow. If you want a different background color, let's say to this card, I want a, currently what is the background color you have is white. When I go to general background, background is on, but white color. If you want a light gray color, you can go and change it. I got a background or not? And in the same way, this visual don't have any border. If currently, do you have any border for this? How to add the border? I said, go to format, general, effects. You can use what? Visual border. When you're on the visual border, you can choose the color here. I can choose whatever the border color you want. Always take the light colors. Now next one, rounded corners. What you have? Rounded corners. Currently it is not the rounded corners. You have the corners as sharp. People will like some rounded corners like this. If you want rounded corners, go and increase the size. What you got? Sorry, guys, it was not increased. Why? Go to general, effects. Which one? Visual border. What you are choosing? Rounded corners. You got some rounded corners right now. Rounded corners. Next one, in the effects visual border, after rounded corners you have what? Width. So might be border thickness, it will increase. What? Border thickness. If you want a thick border, you can go and select this. That is about the visual border. You have something called what? So you understand width. Now we understand visual border. There is one thing called what? Shadow. So when I on the shadow, currently it added the shadow in the right hand side and what? Bottom side. If you carefully notice this visual, this have the shadow in where? Right hand side and bottom side. So go to general, effects, visual border. Let me reduce this 4 to 1 so that you can understand. Now I got the shadow in right side and bottom side. If you want in different place, you can go to where? Shadow. What is the shadow color you want? You can choose it. Currently, if you see the shadow color is black. Now you change shadow color to what? Yellow. Where you want getting? Outside. In which position? Bottom right. If you want in different place, you can select bottom left. So now you got some shadow to the visual, right? So there are sometimes it will give better look to the visual. Fine. That is about effects, guys. I hope you got some idea about what? Background, visual border, shadow. Next one, data format. So data form. Let's say in this number, I want to show currency. I want to show what? Currency. You want to format this number how you want. That you can format here. So when I go to the data format, you need to apply the setting to where? Sum of sales. What is the format you want is you need what? Currency symbol over there. Which currency you want, you can choose it. If you want dollars, you can go and choose what? Dollars. You can choose what? Dollars. There is dollars here. We can just choose the dollars. Now you are getting that symbol, right? For some reasons, if you want to format these numbers however you want, where you can do that is data format. Otherwise, if you want the same numbers, leave it. I can go to data formats. If the original number is fine for you, leave it. Next one, header icons. Next one is what? So what is this header icons is? Let me take one column chart, or let me take line chart. In the line chart, I'll go and drag order date. I'll go and drag sales. Go to the format, enable the data labels. Whatever you see here, we call them as header icons. We call them as what? This is visual header. We call this as what? Visual header. These are the icons. Sometimes what the client will ask us is, client will ask us to hide some symbols here. Client will ask us to hide. Let's say out of this 4 drill down options, they're asking to show only first 3 options. They don't want to see expand option. They don't want to see what? I try to understand when I save the report, when I publish the report, when I share the report to the client, out of 4 drill down options, how many they want to see? 3. They don't want to see what? 4. Expand. They don't want to use this. Why unnecessarily you need to show it? How can you stop that is, if you want to stop anything in this area, we can stop in general header icons. If you don't want to show all these icons also, you can stop it. When I go and just stop it, everything will stop. Now you are seeing everything. Developer will see it. But when you save, publish, share with the client will not see what? All these icons. Or else You don't want to stop every icon. I want to stop which icon? Expand icon. If you want to stop only expand icon, you need to go to where? Header icons. There are something called what? Colors, icons. When I go to the colors, I can change the background color here. I can change the border color here. I can select the icon color here. So you see, as per the colors you selected, you got it, right? That is about the colors. Below the colors, icons. Every icon currently it is what? On. Which icon you are planning to stop? Expand to next level. You can go and stop this. When I stop this, generally we don't stop, guys. For some reasons, if your client is asking to stop any of this icon, you can stop it. From where? Icons. Now when I save the report, when I publish the reports, will they see this button? No, client will not see that, right? So that is about what? Header icon. Next one, tooltips. So this is in the coming classes. When I hover here, you'll see this white box, right? This white box name is tooltip. This is what? Tooltip. For now, just understand. When I hover on any visual, I'll get one white box here. That is what? Tooltip. Any visual you take, when you hover, you'll get some box that is tooltip. In the coming classes, 20 minutes of time, I'll talk only about the tooltips. There are few important things in the tooltip. When I go to the tooltip, there are two types of tooltip: default, report page. What is this default? What is this report page? 20 minutes of time I'll discuss in the upcoming classes. For now, what you need to get an idea is, when I hover on any visual, you'll see the box that is nothing but a tooltip. That is nothing but what? Tooltip. For some reasons, if you want to format this, now I don't like the white background color there. Instead of white background color, I want a different background color. You need to go with the default, and you need to go and choose the uh, background. You need to choose what? Background. I'm choosing a which background now? Gray one. Now you are getting a different background or not? So for some reasons, if you want to format the tooltip, you can format in where? Tooltips. I'll discuss in the later classes. For now, we understand only at a high level. Next one, alt text or alternative text. For some reasons you want to write some description about your visual. For your future reference purpose, you need to write why you created this visual, some description. Where you can write the description about the visuals is, go to alt text, you can start writing the description. Generally we don't write. If you want, you can write it, right? That is about what? General. This general formatting options are common for what? Every visual. Now I selected